Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. We got a Maker's Mark Cask Strength and some weird shirts.
Strength, lovely shirts.
Let's test it.
Test it! Test it.
Maker's Mark Cask Strength, bottled at 56.1%, which I think is a little light for a cask.
I was going to say the same thing. A little bit light for the cask strength. I like it to get into the 60s.
There are some that are in the 50s, but I think the majority overall, when you get into a barrel proof, a cask strength, something like that, is 60%.
I agree, but...
Which that's kind of odd even, because most of our bourbons will tell you... This is labeled cask strength, which to me seems more like a Scotch term. It's cask.
Yeah.
Most bourbons will use barrel proof, barrel strength, something like that.
There's a lot of those, full proof. I actually wish they all just said cask strength.
Yeah, let's come up with
one definitive term, but they're not going to do that, not for us, not on our whimsy. Speaking of whimsy, shirts, what are we sporting here? These are kind of different. Now, some of you have seen this. Past viewers have seen this ain't my first rodeo in pink.
Now, sometimes the lights wash out pink. The rodeo. Maybe the new camera, we got a new camera that we're recording on. Maybe it'll pick up the pink in Bart's shirt.
But we thought it was a nice match for your trucker shirt.
Yes. Another Goodwill find.
That was a Goodwill find. I held that up, said they do not have this in XL+. This would fit you perfect. You were a little skeptical. And then
I think the Adventurous Babe Society is a little nicer.
It is nicer.
But this one is the only thing tougher than a trucker.
It's a huge pink.
Is a trucker's wife.
Yeah, it's a truck.
But I think it's a man's shirt.
I think it's a man's shirt. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the trucker's wife wears that while he's out trucking. And that's why it's pink.
Maybe the trucker wears it. I'm not a trucker. I don't know.
Wouldn't you like to be a trucker too?
We don't mean to offend any truckers.
Truckers are great. That's how they bring stuff across the land.
A lot.
Yeah. Although, they are moving. Holy moly. Wow. They are trying to get autonomous trucks because then they don't have to follow all this. Like truckers can only drive so many hours without taking a break or without sleeping. And if they can get an autonomous truck, that bad boy will just drive straight across the country, non-stop except for fuel. What are you thinking here? You're really examining this bottle.
Just looking to see what notes was on here, just to point out this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Good.
Maker's Mark Cask Strength. Because we did one, what was the Maker's Mark? It's Maker's 46. It's not labeled as a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey because of the staves that they put in there.
Right. And then we've done the regular Makers. And I really felt like the regular Makers needed to be a little stronger. So as soon as I got a chance, I went and picked up the cask strength.
And we'll talk price when we get into the is it worth it segment, but this has been on sale in our area.
Yep.
What most people would probably think is an extraordinary sale.
Yeah, I think it's a great sale. I almost bought more of it. This is my favorite version of the Makers.
I'm going to issue a challenge right now to this whiskey.
Really? You're issuing it to the whiskey?
Yes.
I thought it was coming my way.
No.
Whiskey is being challenged.
Yes.
Say it.
When I tasted this and took my notes, I was not impressed.
Really? So you're hoping that it's oxidized and changed?
Maker's Mark Cask Strength challenge me.
Oh, you're not
today.
Oh, you're not hoping. You're challenging.
Yeah, exceed my expectations.
Goodness.
Now I haven't had this since I did that, so let's see.
I could not find my notes.
Let's see what the olfactory taste buds say.
Nose.
Olfactory taste buds? Or is it olfactory senses? Olfactory senses?
It's not olfactory taste buds. Olfactory is basically your nose.
Okay.
That's it.
And olfactory and taste buds?
Yeah. You say and now you're in good.
Let's go.
Okay.
No, I'm telling this. Let's go.
All right, you're
challenge
intimidating
issue.
me. Very intimidating. This bottle should be somewhat nervous right now, and especially with a truck shirt.
I'm just going to tell you, I had high expectations going from Maker's Mark to the cask strength. I had almost picked this up myself, and when I got it, I was glad you had bought it.
Really?
But let's see what happens.
Makers has a lot of lovers out there.
Yes.
And they've got a great visitor center.
Okay.
I've had buddies of mine just go on and on. enthusiastic.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
scared for the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's got it in him to come up to your expectations at this point in time. Nose, I get a little bit of that. What I like a little bit of musk, a little bit of mustiness to the alcohol. Ooh. I do have to be a little careful. I took a little bit strong of a sniff there, gave me a little bit of the eye water. Get a little sweetness, not too much. Maybe a little bit of wood.
Oak.
Yeah,
I
but
would
to
agree.
me it's
That's
almost
about
like a
it.
dried out wood though, like a wood, almost like an old wood.
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna put my notes up here in front of me.
Okay.
So I don't have to look off to the side. How's that?
Okay. We'll
But don't
see
look
what
at
it looks
don't look
like.
at my notes.
I'm not looking.
We talked about that one time. You were looking off of your classmates' papers.
No, I never trusted it.
Oh no, you were writing notes and putting them in your big
Yeah,
pen.
I had a crib note system, a cheating system, where I thought if I wrote these little crib notes real small and put them in my clear Bic pen, that I could then look like I was thinking hard and I'm actually reading the answers off my pen. Turns out the sheer fact of writing them as I'm taking the test, I'm answering them, and I'm like, I have a cheating instrument in my hand right now.
And you don't have to.
And I'm not even needing it. And from then on, I was like, first of all, idiot, this is in high school. Just write it and don't cheat. And I was real nervous I was going to get caught looking like I'm cheating when I wasn't. But it did start with a nefarious purpose. I planned to cheat. So for all those out there, just write it and you'd be surprised how well you'll remember it.
Okay.
It's a good story.
Not to diverge, but that was a great story. So Maker's Mark cask strength, I'm expecting a lot more than Maker's Mark. So in my notes, and even today, I'm going to agree with this. There's nothing spectacular.
Wow.
I was searching for individual notes, which I'm still doing now on the nose. I mean, there's some oak in there, and normal average bourbon notes. A strong alcohol.
I don't think the nose is going to stand up to your challenge, but I think the flavor is.
Okay, we'll see. Now I do have in my notes the night I started with this. I was using the new New Orleans whiskey glass.
Oh, really? That's what did it.
Nope, because I switched.
Oh.
I switched to a Glencairn to see.
Double blind test.
Yeah. And all I've got is that the alcohol burn was more noticeable on the Glencairn, and I've got probably due to the narrower nose on the Glencairn from the New Orleans.
All right, that's pretty detailed. I don't think we can find fault with you there.
You started to. You was
yeah,
gonna.
I was.
Oh, there you go.
Well, then it turned out.
New Orleans whiskey glass. Oh.
Turned out you came in.
Hold
You
on.
were the regular Glencairn. Kudos to you.
Okay. Taste.
While you're drinking, strong, powerful mouthfeel. Feels like a higher ABV. I get a real nice mouth velvet coating all around my cheeks and my gum. It's like a hefty brown sugar. Trails into like a candied syrup. Lingering around a little bit. Staying sweet. Sliding into a little hard caramel candy. No water in it. It's trailing, it's still trailing, and it's almost like a caramel chew, and then it's gone. And it begs me to take another sip. I'm going to add a little water, see how it changes. What say you, brother?
I just got a little bit of burnt wood on the nose, just from maybe from some of the charring of the barrels.
Okay.
Taste neat. I've got that there's some cinnamon in there. There's some vanilla. It is strong, neat. Of course, 56%. I've got oak, and then I added my water.
Okay.
Nothing outstanding in there.
See, I'm saying that it's good, that it's strong, that it's definitely my favorite so far out of the makers. The nose, Well, it hasn't changed much with the drop of water, but it took off a little bit of that, maybe when I inhaled a little bit too much before and I get a little bit of that nose sting, that's kind of gone when I add the drop. A little bit more of a sweetness I can pick up with the water, and there is an undernote of nuts or peanuts. And again, I don't know, I get a little bit of what kind of smells like that corn mash. Okay.
I've got in my notes that water helped it, just smoothed it out, and it makes it no longer Maker's Mark cask strength. It's Maker's Mark. Same as.
You're sounding a little dismissive.
Yeah.
Really. This one, sweet. Has a little clinginess, kind of to the flavor, a little spice. Maybe a little pumpkin spice. And it hangs just light with a little vanilla.
Pumpkin spice.
A little bit of pumpkin spice that I get in
Did you
there.
just
Not
have
a
a
lot.
pumpkin latte from Starbucks?
I haven't, but you know what I missed out on? Somebody told me at the state fair they had a deep fried pumpkin pie. Yeah, I love me some pumpkin pie. I told the wife she was going there for a work thing, and I said, hey, she goes, you want anything? I said, yeah, bring me back a deep fried pumpkin pie wedge or whatever they call it. No, and she brings me this like gourmet popcorn. I'm like, this is neat, but where's the deep fried pumpkin pie? Oh, I thought you were joking. No, I wasn't joking. And she goes, well, I don't know, maybe you can get that somewhere else. No, you don't get deep fried pumpkin pie anywhere else but a crazy state fair.
As soon as you said state fair, I knew it was going to be something crazy
fried. Yeah, something fried. They'll fry anything out there. But I'd heard they had this deep fried pumpkin pie, and apparently it's delicious. Now, it would be better right as you take it out, because apparently that inside pumpkin was all toasty and nice and crisp, and I didn't get to try it.
Nothing changed. Maker's Mark cask strength did not rise to the challenge.
88 for me. I like it. I can't remember what I scored the other ones, but I enjoy this. And if I'm grabbing a Maker's Mark, this is the one I'm grabbing. Now, under Is It Worth It? What was the sales price?
Real quick.
Sorry.
My 86, that's the same thing I gave Maker's Mark. I mean, it's the same thing. It's a higher proof.
Memory's telling me I gave Maker's like an 85. Someone's looking on the internet right now.
Probably.
But we can't look when we're filming live because that's cheating. So, but I'm giving this is my favorite out of the group. I can't remember what I gave the 46. I don't remember what I gave the regular 40 ABV. This is my favorite. And I'm a sucker for red. Red's my favorite color.
Okay.
And they dipped it in wax and it dribbled down. I picked this one in particular because of the dribbling. And you know they patented this?
Yes.
No one else can do this. Smart move because I dig it.
And I think fact is they've even had other companies have tried to do a different color.
No.
Hand dipped wax, and that's been.
Get out! They should be able to do that. If they did blue,
they say that's Maker's Mark copyright. Oh my. The hand dipped waxing, no matter what color.
That seems crazy.
Yeah.
Because if they ever do a rye, or if they're doing a rye, is the wax green? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I dig it. Making the dog bark. So, is it worth it? This is the official Is It Worth It with the graphic exploding and everything.
Yes. Let's wait on the chupacabra. Lots! Okay. Now, I'll tell you what. Normally, this is like $60 to $70. It's been on sale, and when you picked it up, it was $37. But we were out the other day, and it was $30 or $31 on sale.
Steal.
If you could find this at $30 or $31, yes, it's worth it.
Oh, completely.
60, no.
No at 60.
No.
Anything 40s and down, worth it.
I would say even the 30s. I'm glad I wasn't the one that bought it at $37.99.
I had to hide the bottle so it was reviewable.
Drink it.
I like it.
Drink it. Even if you drink it, you could buy another one for that.
Could, and I would, and I shall. Bam.
Really, it's the same. The Maker's Mark 46. I was kind of disappointed in that. I don't think it rose to the challenge of really, you know, it's aged longer. We've put these extra staves in here, and you taste it, and you're like, okay, it's slightly better.
Right. So was your deal that the marketing had you hyped and you felt underwhelmed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were expecting a whole lot more, and then you felt
Not
like
even
it
a
didn't
whole
rise,
lot.
just
more.
more.
Just more.
You just expected more.
So,
marketing got you. The wax drew you in, and then you're feeling the flavor didn't quite.
The marketing didn't get me because you bought that one too. I didn't.
Sure, but I mean, you were interested in it.
Yes.
The marketing got me. I love it. I like it. Again, I like it. I think it's a solid entry. I think I've given it a very good score for what it is, and I like it.
Like I say, if I bought this and it was $30, I wouldn't be disappointed. If I bought this and paid $60, I'd be disappointed.
So says the trucker's wife.
That's right.
So says. Yeah. So say we all.
Hey, check out, go to scotchtestdummies.com, just the front page, and we'll have more information on the live stream tastings that we've been doing, when the next one is.
Loving those.
As Bart says, Thummus.
Thummus.
Which I think has some dirty connotations.
I don't think
to it.
so. On YouTube, you can thumb us up, thumb us down. We prefer a thumb up.
Yep. Leave a comment. If we got something wrong, don't be afraid to tell us.
Oh, we got a lot wrong, and you guys are experts out there, and we need to hear.
Sorry.
That's so distasteful.
Scotch it. You Scotch gods. Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.